cyberpunk edge runners madness is really have you seen the Edge Runners anime? Yeah, so it's actually a prequel about Rebecca. Random, I know, a bit random, but it's actually really heartfelt. You'd actually be impressed. Normally when you think of cyberpunk, you think of gore, death. I mean, it's gory, but cyberpunk doesn't really have this same heartfelt storytelling. Yeah, it's about, I forgot their brother's name, but Rebecca and her brother, they are broke on the streets and they need to make a living. I won't go too much deeper into that. It's prior to Lucy and the gang, so it's a good read. It's a good read. They care about each other way more than you think. I mean, obviously they're brother and sister, but it took them a long way to get from the beginning of that volume to where they are in Edge Runners with the house living together. He has his tech. He can afford that gold tech. Yes. If I had to give you a hint, it would be hobo. Hobo is your one word. Hobo. Now, my next recommendation is a nice little simple manga called Catch These Hands. I think I've talked about it before. Have you heard of it? I imagine you haven't. It's a small little 4-volume miniseries. It's a Yuri. If you don't know what Yuri means, it's lesbian. You should know that by now if you're here. So it's about a delinquent and a softer girl. The soft girl has liked the delinquent since they were in high school. Now they're a couple years into their adult lives. They meet again, fate naturally, and that is the plot. They're trying to work the ins and out of dating as neither of them have really moved on or are ready for this adult life. She's trying to make a change for the better. She's trying to keep that change from happening. It's a dilemma. It's really good, really good. I would recommend it. Ooh, yes. Now, if we're talking about a beautiful manga, Blue Lock and Gachiakuda. I do have a volume on Gachiakuda. These three manga are very pretty. I don't have a volume of Blue Lock on deck, but my god, the anime does not do the manga justice at all. Now I get why people are obsessed with Blue Lock's manga. Along with that, Gachiakuda's manga, Cinema, I finally read up to where the anime ended. So pretty. It's honestly double spreads left, right, and center, large facial expressions. Oh my god. Next up, we also have Tokyo Ghoul. Read the manga. You always hear people say read the manga. Please read the manga. Actually, let's just open to a panel so I can show you anything, honestly. Look. This is like the third page. This form does not compare in the, first of all, just look at the cover. I'm not trying to glaze. I am glazing, but you have to understand, I was a not sure why. In the manga, the faces are slim, but in the anime, they bulk them up. I don't really have a better way to describe it. And I remember when the anime was first announced, I heard people complaining on Twitter. You remember that, right? It was a couple years ago now. I was so confused, but that was until I picked up the manga. I understand now. It's pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie. So much so to the point where I think having the manga as a reference for the anime is the way to go. I wouldn't recommend reading the whole manga start to finish though. I think the anime's sound design and storytelling flows really nicely. With that being said though, I would suggest buying at least a volume or two just to compare, because it's really bad. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is really bad. Now, last but certainly not least, my favorite manga right now that I've been reading is Rui's Dragon. I don't have any on standby, unfortunately. We all sold out. They are crazy about that volume 3 drop. But Rui's Dragon, I can't wait for it to get an adaptation. I think it'll be one of those classic, not rom-com, but slice of life animes that you'll get edits of it without even realizing what it is. There's already been a slight. They had a manga animation, I think, for volume 1 release. It's a really cute manga. It's just a girl trying to figure out her powers. Now, it is a bit of it's a slower manga, but honestly, I think the comedy is great. It's a funny manga. I don't think I've had a good laugh from a manga since Dan to Dan. Dan to Dan's really funny, because you know, a lot of mangaka, because the nature of being a mangaka, they usually don't have a social life, so they don't really have too good of a humor or how to interact with people. So I think Rui's Dragon, really funny, really entertaining. I like where the plot's going. I could see why it could get stale though. I think it was cancelled and brought back, I'm pretty sure. I could see why it could get stagnant very quickly. I'm 2 volumes in, I haven't touched 3 yet, but I could easily see it stagnating if you're not careful. With that being said, are you interested in buying all 3? Perfect.